Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Thursday morning live. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So today we're going to play with some of the upcoming new online exclusives. I put a call out in my Facebook page yesterday going, what would you like to see? And of course, everyone's rattling off stamp sets that I don't own. And somebody said the Latte Love, which is actually going to be my tutorial memberships projects for March. So I thought that's probably a really good thing to play with. Hi, Janice, how you going? So welcome. I have not opened this stamp set yet. I've had it. Look, my paper has not even been opened. So we're going to do that together. I did put... as I was waiting to go live, I did actually take my stamps out and put them in the thing, but that's as far as I have gotten so far. And also this morning I've gone looking, because one of the cups is a ribbed cup. So I've been looking for ribbed cups on Google this morning so that we can do a little bit of colouring as well. So fun. Okay, hello, Ronnie. All right, so let me switch cameras and we can get started and have a look at this stamp set. Oh, I've got an extra bit of glare today. I think it's probably from the plastic on there. So let's get that out the way. Okay, so the stamp set is Latte Love. So these are going to be online exclusives that are released on the 5th of March, I do believe. Hey, Sheila. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Hello, let's catch up. This one's on me. You're the best part of my day. Is that the person that's the best part of your day, or actually telling the coffee that it's the best part of the day? And then we've got the coffee cup side view, coffee cup top view. And then we've got some coffee art that will stamp inside of the cup. This one here is to go inside the cup of this one. And then we've got some coffee beans, a spoon, some splatters, a coffee ring, and then a little bit of steam if you want to come up. So that is the stamp sets, and they are photopolymer, and there's 15 of them. So good morning, Carol. Okay, and then the dies. So these look pretty cool. This is the first time opening them. I've only taken them out of the plastic. But I have seen what the dies look like. So not only do we have dies that are going to cut out our spoon, our cups, our coffee beans, and all that type of thing, but you can also create yourself a drip coffee. Oh no, that's a plunger. My husband's got a drip coffee. It's just one that sits on top of your coffee cup, and you put your filter in there and you just pour your water over the grounds. But so that's a plunger one, and then we've got a percolator, a couple of coffee cups, but you can build them all up. So I'm going to go after today's live. Hi, Keisha, and I am going to die cut everything and show you how they all go together as well. So that is super fun. And of course, you know, the bits where you can actually put them on top of acetate and make it look like it's glass. So that's pretty cool. I think we have embellishments for this suite. Now I don't use a lot of ribbon these days, so I don't usually get the ribbon, but there is ribbon that goes along with it as well. And so these are the little gems that are on them. These are swirl dots. So, and there's early espresso up underneath. So Calypso coral and probably like a vanilla color. So they are cute, and they've got little colored swirls on them. Okay, so let's open this and see what it is about, and then we can get cracking on our card, because I already know what color I want to do my mug. Morning, Maria. Oh, recovering from surgery. I hope that it all went well. Okay, so this is the first time me looking at them. So cups on this one, and the dies will cut these out, and you can also cut the circles out with the other die as well. Coffee rings, coffee beans. Ooh, a check plaid type of look. Different coffee cups. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that will probably go on top of something else. That's a bit of a weird shape, but anyway. Little coffee cups on this side and teaspoons. Ooh, look at that one. Inks. No, I keep going to call them ink splatter because that's what it's like. Spilt coffee splatter. Oh my gosh. Okay. My new favorite. Hello. We're going to use that one today. I think we might use both of them today. No, that one's my fave so far. Ooh. Hi, Anne. And then we've got some like swirls, coffee art, chocolate. Ooh, that could be like hot chocolatey if you're not into coffee. And then Calypso Coral. So the colours for these are, I've pulled them out. Oh, there's actually one colour I didn't pull out because I will not be using it. So we've got Early Espresso, Pecan Pie, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, and there is Lemon Lolly as well. But I am not pulling Lemon Lolly out. Nope, 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 nope. So, all right. I know we're using those stripes today. We are using the stripes. I already know. Okay, so let's get started. Now, I am going to be doing some colouring. Keisha said a friend and I decided the blue cup was sugar because they couldn't figure out anything else. I know. That's a really weird shape. I'll bring it back again. That is it's really weird. It's like it's a half a cup. It's just, or whether it's supposed to sit on top of something else and extend it, I don't know, but that's just a really weird shape, that one. So I'll have to go, I don't know, searching. It's just weird. Okay, so we're going to be colouring in this one here. So if you are on Facebook and you would prefer to be able to zoom in, I suggest you race over to YouTube now, because you can actually pinch your screen if you're on a mobile device and you can zoom in, because we're going to be colouring. I'll make sure I'm not on my face and I'm actually got the right piece of card out. Okay, so I'm just going to let that flop naturally because it's got a hole in here. It's probably, and a hole, note that one's solid, but the hole is in here. It's easy to pull it out of shape. So just by letting it flop on your table, and then you can pick it up that way. Okay, first time using these stamps. I'm going to stamp in Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to stamp, I think I'm going to stamp off once. And then I'll stamp onto my card. Whoops, did I just hit my card? All right. Okay, so it's a little bit lighter. Get rid of that. Can you believe that celebration is nearly over? That is just freaky for me. That means 2 months has just flown by, and we get an extra day in February as well. Okay, so excuse me. Now I have brought up I'm going to show you first. I've been searching, and I came up with this picture. Excuse me. So I couldn't find any. I typed in, if you're looking for stamp sets, I'm going to have to race down to get my water. Can you guys hang on 2 seconds? If anybody comments and says, where is she? I'm getting a glass of water, okay? I'm back. Oh my goodness. Apologies for that. Caught me in the throat, and of course I always forget to bring water down here. So now I've got it. Okay, and this tickle is going to continue. So anyway, I was looking for mugs or cups that had scallops on them. So if you're Googling, I put in scalloped coffee mug. I apologize. This has not happened to me before. Oh. Okay. And then I kept on going and I found this one. So this is the one that we're going to have a crack at today. Oh my gosh. It has got me. I'm going to get rid of that and come back. So excuse my coughing. I am so sorry. And of course, it's always louder as well. I honestly had thought that this, I had a head cold probably about 2 weeks ago, and I thought I'd gotten rid of it, but it's hanging on. Okay, hopefully my throat will settle down. So I have got my Lost Lagoon, I've got my light and my dark, but I'm also going to show, so I've got my light, that's my dark, sorry, and turn around, and then I've got my light. So they're fairly close in color. Okay, good morning everyone coming in, and good evening. So they're fairly like, there's not them. Anyway, long story short, I'm not going to say, I went to the dark side and I purchased some pastel colors. I bought, they have 2 packets of pastels and I bought them both. So I've just gone this morning and I have found that whilst it isn't exactly the same color tone, it is one a little step down and it is a little bit lighter, and I think that it will work together quite nicely. So you can choose to do just the 2 colors if you want, or if you want to be naughty. Oops, I've done it around the wrong way. There's my dark, there's my light. So now, and then I'll put this naughty one over the top, which will probably blend in quite nicely as well. Okay, so there we have our three colors. I know that's a little bit naughty, but anyway, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I am going to, let's go back and have a look at that. We'll be swapping backwards and forwards like we did with the toucan. So this one has got, it doesn't look like there's a lot of direct light on it. Like I can't see any shadows from one side, any highlights from another side or anything like that. So I should be able to get a good idea of where my dark needs to go and where my light needs to go. So we're going to take each little scallop individually rather than color the whole cup. Okay, I might not even need to use that light color. So we'll see how we go. Oops, wait a minute, I gotta get rid of that. Okay, so zoom in if you can. If not, I might try and do what I did last week and recolor it straight afterwards so that you've got a close-up and a close-up and the whole thing here. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go dark. Actually, I should be flicking in, not like that. So we're just going to do our little ribs. I'm actually going to bring it right up to the top so that we've got the same type of look as that other one. Okay, and then this is the light. I hope I've done it around the right way. Oh, yep, so we're straight over the top and just extend out a little bit. Okay, and then I've got my naughty color. And if you are wondering if you happen to have these, because I know that, you know, sometimes we get other ones. This is a, I have to hold it back so I can read it. Isn't that terrible? It's a G410. I don't understand the coloring, the coding things, but it is a light holly green, if you're wondering. Okay, and then I'm just going to swoop backwards and forwards and color that in just to give me that little bit of extra light. Okay, and now we'll work on the next little rib. So again, we'll flick light and the dark. The caps are so similar in some of these. All right, so we'll go dark. And then dark along this edge. And then we'll get some pencils out as well. Just this is sort of a step up from the basics. Whoops, wait a minute, I need to come back to the comments. Sorry. Who we got? We got Becky, and oh, thank you for sharing, Becky. And we've got Susie and Katrina hanging out our last little bit of washing in the sunshine. I know. We've had. It's not been super hot. It's just been like 29, but tomorrow we're down to 22 or something. So I think my husband and my son are quite happy about that, because they are working in the bowels of a boat at the moment, trying to do I think they're working on an engine lineup or something, I'm not sure, but they have been coming home absolutely drenched. They said it's like so hot. It's probably like sitting in a hot car. Okay, so we've got some little, let me bring that up to the screen so you can see. Whoops. So we're starting to form our little ribs, our scallops. I tried looking up for a ribbed coffee cup as well, but that gave me really, really fine ribs, which I guess you could always go in and I've got to make sure I'm picking up the right one. Which, you know, you could do as well, but you could draw in extra little ribs and make it a fine rib cup. But a scalloped coffee cup is what I looked for. All right, and then our light. So if you don't have a third one, just use the two. That's fine. I should do an extra video to show the difference between 2 and 3 colors, right? Maybe I'll just color it again. Okay, because bringing that lighter one in has changed the color just a wee bit. And then again, our last one, dark, swinging around just for ease. Oh, so shall I tell you my dramas? Or it's not actually my dramas. My poor son, as we spoke last week, he'd gone over to the Taylor Swift concert, which he did like. He really enjoyed. He said he was surprised that he did actually enjoy it more than what he thought he would. I think because, you know, the lighting show and all of that sort of stuff was a little bit more than, I mean, I've never even experienced a concert like that. And then they went back to Adelaide, and he spent the rest of the weekend in Adelaide. He had another arm wrestling match, and he won. So he's moved up in his rankings. He's now the 8th in the state on his right hand. And so there we go. And then as he was leaving, see, you can sort of see that it's got a little bit of shape. Like you can almost see, we'll bring in some colored pencils and do a little bit of extra highlighting and that sort of stuff. But anyway, so he was leaving Adelaide Monday morning, sorry. I'm just going to come back to that picture so I can have a look at the coffee inside, because I'm thinking, do I want to stamp? I need to see how much room that takes up. I might stamp that in now, actually. He was leaving. He was 5 minutes. Because he always shares his Google things with me so I can keep a track of him. I know that's pretty helicopter parenting, but 7-hour drive, I want to know that he's okay. Anyway, so I checked on him, and he'd shared his thing with me at about 9 a.m. when he was leaving. And then I checked in, and at about, what was it? It was about 20 past 9, and I thought, gee, he hasn't gotten very far in Adelaide. Maybe he's stopped off at the supermarket and grabbed something to eat or something for the trip home. Anyway, as I was checking, he messages me and he said someone has just rear-ended me. So he didn't even make it out of the city. He got rear-ended and couldn't close his boot, had to spend the next 3 hours trying to work out police and not insurance that's coming, but, you know, police report, trying to get his boot tied down. It doesn't even look like there's any damage on his car, but it's all been pushed in. The bumpers bounced back, but everything else has been pushed in. And so the poor kid, he absolutely loves his car. And now he's facing it being written off. So that's our sad stories. I'm going to switch to my bullet tip, and I'm going to use my dark, and I'm going to put a bit of dark around this edge here. probably around there as well. And then come with a light. So over the top and extending out a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with my naughty one. And you can use the bullet tip, like the bullet. This one I actually bought has bullet tip, not chisel. So they've bought a new one out, but you can still use the brush tip if you want. This one. Okay, I'm liking this cup. Hope everybody else is. And then let me just bring back, because I have a feeling that there's a little bit of highlight on the actual inside, or like on the edge of the cup. So we want to go dark on the inside and then leave a little bit of light and then do medium on the other side. Whoops, hang on a minute, I get rid of that. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Karen. Okay, so my dark, and I think I will stick with my bullet. So my dark is going to come on the inside. And then I'll do my light, Lost Lagoon. I'm working with Lost Lagoon. I'll do that on the outer edge. And then I'll do my naughty color to fill in the gap. I think I will do a color, like an extra color, and just see what's, what the difference is between using 3 and using 2. All right, so there's my blends done. Oops, you know what I've done? I've forgotten. There's a little bit of a base, and that's just going to be done in dark. I did forget that. Okay, so let's pull out some pencils, and obviously I'm going to use white, and we've got cards all stacked up on top of my pencils. All right, so we want white, and need to pick another color out. So, we've got some colors that probably will match in quite nicely. Oh no, that's a bit blue. You know what? I might just stick. What's my color wheel say? A pinky reddy purple. I wonder whether mulberry. I think I've got another one behind. I'm just actually wondering whether. No, that one's not going to work. Okay, I might just do black. Let's just do a bit of black, and let me grab this one here as well, because that one, it was a little bit too on the blue side, but I think it'll work to tone it down. Okay, so we want to go where I did my dark. We want to go over my dark, and then we'll pop in some highlights. So I may just end up using black just to keep things fairly simple. I didn't want to. I've already spent 20 minutes on this. I didn't really want to spend. It wasn't like to be a masterclass or anything. It was just for a little bit of a step up. So they go very, very lightly. So we just want to pop a little bit back into where those scallop lines were. Okay, so I'll bring that up so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just defining those lines a little bit more. So, and then I'm just going to bring that out ever so slightly into the darker area. So we want to just separate those ribs just a little bit. So I know everyone's quiet, so hopefully you're all just concentrating and watching and getting out of it. And to tell you the truth, I keep forgetting to look up because I am concentrating and looking as well. My earphones keep flashing at me, so I hope the audio is okay. And I'm sorry if I'm not talking lots either. It's just what happens when I start to colour in. I sort of lose, you know, you get wrapped up, and I think that's why colouring is such good therapy as well, because we just sort of get wrapped up in the moment of what we're doing, and everything else sort of disappears. All right, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of this blue, which is aquamarine, if you're wondering. So hopefully you're still with me. Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting German. Okay, so now I'm just bringing in some white, and I'm just going to go in the middle of those ribs, because that'll bring them out, and then hopefully push as it comes around. You know, you get that little bit of a shadow. So I'll bring it up to the screen again in a moment, because I know it's tricky to see when you're on Facebook if you can't zoom in. So, and this is just going really lightly as well, and also it helps. I find that the pencil actually helps smooth out any boo-boos in the blends that I may have had. So hopefully we're getting a bit of a scallop look going on with our coffee cup. Sometimes it's hard to see it until you step back and you know, take a look and go, oh, right. Keisha says she's crafting and watching. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of black around where the coffee is in the cup. I mean, we haven't even got to our card yet. Goodness me. Now, I'm not going to bring it around the front, because this is the lip of our cup, and this is the inside back lip of our cup. So I'm just going to put the dark around there, and then I'll switch to this color, which is not the right color, I'm just saying. So I'll do a tiny little bit, and then we'll do some white around the rim as well. Hey Kay. Oh, we're just coloring so far. And then under here, I might just do a little bit, because I've created sort of this lip by taking the lines right up to the top. I've sort of almost created a new, a different type of cup. Okay, so does it look real? Oh, I hope so. The coffee in that probably doesn't look real, but that's okay. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of dark, and we'll darken that area. And I'm just pressing so lightly, like even though I've got my grip, it's probably because my pencil's getting shorter, but I am just pressing as light as I possibly can. Okay, and then I'll bring my blue. If I should have thought about, because you know what, this morning I woke up thinking that I was going to do use the magnolia, and I had it out, and then right at the last minute I switched, changed my mind. We've gone for the coffee cup instead. So if I'd had a little bit of, you know, if I hadn't mucked around so much this morning, I probably could have picked out my colored pencils a little bit better. So anyway, there is my There's my ribbed coffee cup. Let's come back to the picture. I don't know. It's getting there. You could play around to your heart's content with this. Like I can see some areas that I could change already. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. So, I mean, this is where you would come in and just play. Like I'm actually going to put some white right on that edge over the top of the black there. That'll help separate those a little bit more right on the edge over here. Just, you know, you can just have fun with it. Keep playing, having fun. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because honestly, I find that the pencil part of it so relaxing, and I sometimes get really, really swept up in the colouring process. So I think there's yep, here we go. Going to die cut it, I think. If you were just going to put this on a square, oops, hang on, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons, Now, if you were going to just leave it on a square, you could put a little bit of a cast shadow in there. I think I'm going to cut this one out and put it on a shape background, I think. So hopefully the rest of the card isn't actually going to take too long now. So while I am doing this, don't forget that if you, oops, sorry, it's a bit loud. I won't be giving measurements as we're creating. So if you would like to, and you're not already, you can head on over to alisatilsner.com. You'll see a subscribe button for my newsletter. And these cards that we make on our Thursdays go out as a written tutorial with all the supplies and all the measurements so that you can recreate this card if you wish. So you can jump over there. And oh my gosh, it's just one of those days. It's one of those days. One of those days. Anyway, so cool. There we go. There's our coffee cup. Quite like him. Alrighty. Now I've got a heap of scraps. I'm not sure because I didn't know. I actually hadn't looked at the paper, so I thought I didn't actually know what's in there, but I have picked out what I'm going to have. So I just thought I'd just bring a whole heap of scraps in so I can figure out what colours I'm going to go with it and I know what layout I'm going to use. So that's a big help. Okay. This out. Okie dokie. So I've got my card base, which is just white. I'm on a real white kick. Do you guys create more with a white card base or a coloured card base? So I've been on a real using a white base all the time. Okay, where is that? Here it is. The piece. Check it out. Even better. Ooh. Oh, that might go quite well with my ribbed cup too, by the way. Now I've just got to work out whether I want ups and downs or sideways. Ups and downs. Katrina says she uses mostly white, but a coloured matte. Yes. Ups and downs or sideways? I'm thinking sideways. It might not compete with the ribs on my cup so much. I'm just looking at it on the screen. I think sideways. I think sideways because it's not going to compete too much. What do you reckon? Side? Yep. Trina says side. Okay. And I'm going to use the other side for that one as well, I think. I love this piece. Love, love, love. Okay. So again, I'm not going to be doing measurements. I will just put them in the tutorial, which will be out next Tuesday. And because I'm doing the flip and stick, I know I'll want to use this paper all the time, and then I won't want to use it because once I've used it, I won't have any of it left. So that's the big, you know, thing when we're creating with paper, isn't it? Okay, where do I want my piece to go? I reckon about there. All right. Whoop, hopefully it's right. Okay. Yep, sideways, definitely. I think sideways. Now, I think I'm going to do the heavier splatter at the bottom and the stripes at the top. And then I can put my coffee cup over there. Actually, I should have made that a little bit lower. Oops, never mind. Oh, I know, I've got an idea. Okay, so I've just got some pieces of cardstock here. So I've got dark, and light. I'm thinking I'm going to probably have to stick with these ones. I don't want to introduce colors that aren't actually in there, so I think I'm going to stick with these guys. I have already got, and I love it when I have stashes of card that, you know, you discover and you go, oh, that's handy. I know there's a reason why you don't throw things out. I used a frame a couple of months ago and I still had the square from the inside, so that is handy. All right, this layout is going to come together pretty quickly. It's going to be simple, and then I'm just going to do my sentiment. I think I will, oh, thanks so much as well. Maybe I'll do thanks so much for the sentiment. So let's get this done. So this will come together pretty quick, I think. So because I already know, I've already done this layout before. So it's still in my head and fresh. And then we get to use up all these little scraps, and I'm creating more scraps. Hi, Julie. So we'll do a little bit more striping. So here we go. We've got that, and then our sentiment. Thanks so much. I'm actually thinking I might, because you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm pretty boring with my sentiments. I normally just, you know, trim them into a rectangle and be done with it. But I wonder if I have actually got a die that I can die cut it. And I think I'm going to do it in white because it is pretty heavy. So let me just get my stylish shapes out and we'll see whether one of those banners will fit. Like corners, surprises. It must be here somewhere close. Unless I've got it in my stash somewhere because I've only used it recently. No, I'm not going to be able to find it now. Where is it? Stylish Stapes, where are you? Oh, found it. It had migrated towards the back. I don't know how. Okay, and because this one is actually true to size, I can line up that one is going to be perfect. Now, sometimes I do this all the time. I come on here and I line things up and then I open them up and I go, oh, wait, the stamps are the different size. But this one, because it is 1-to-1, I can actually do that. So, phew. It's always like, you know, you die cut something and it's like, oh, no, I can't use that. All right, I'm going to use not that scrap. I'm going to use, oh, I've got so many pieces of scrap lying around. I'm going to use this piece of scrap. So if you wanted to, you could have made that a taller piece and just stamped it on white, did some cast shadow, and then you could use the steam like to come off the top if you wanted a nice taller piece of instead of just a small one. So, and then you could, you know, get fancy with by either putting it like a tabletop, put it on a tabletop, or just putting the cast shadow, or, you know, whatever you fancy to give it a little bit of extra so that it's not just floating. All right, nearly there. I feel like I've taken up so much of your time because I coloured in. All right, and I think I'm going to use, what colour for the sentiment? I'm thinking maybe I'll use Lost Lagoon just to tie everything in still and not be as dark. Lighten it up. Because this has the, I guess with the two dark browns, we've got the potential to have really heavy cards. Just make sure we're taking it up properly. Thanks so much. And I'll just pop that underneath. And normally, you know, normally I'm doing sentiments up here, but I am actually going to put it underneath just to be different. Okay, so let's get stuck down. I do like that. Just gonna try. Just gonna try. I think it'll be the other way. You could do that. I think it'll be the other way. Hey, Wendy. Good evening. All right, put it up that way. Now I should have started at the top. But that's okay. So this has only got a really, really fine border. And just making sure that we are straight. Take your time. Don't release the last little bit until you're absolutely happy, because I'm using the seal. Okay, and then we'll pop these guys down. Another thing that will lift this up if you're finding it too heavy with so much browns is to use Wink of Stella as well. Whoops, I can cut that. So if you're finding that your cards are too heavy or lacking something, Wink of Stella is always great for giving it that little bit of a boost. Okay. See, coming together super quick now. Oops, I think I have run out of dimensionals. Hey, Wendy says, thank you so much for sharing ideas on this great bundle and BSP. Oh, it is nice. And this is my first play with it too. So I am quite liking it. And I'm not a coffee person. I'm a tea. I used to be, I got addicted to those, you know, those Nescafe coffee sticks. I was drinking the hazelnut ones, but I always find coffee far too strong for me. And I would add sugar to my coffee as well. And I was drinking like, I don't know, 4 of them a day. And I just had to go, nope, no more. Cold turkey, I am not drinking anymore, because tell you what, I was starting to not feel so crash hot drinking them. Had to go, that's it. And I've never had one again. I'm not going to have one, and just in case I get that, maybe I'll have a few more of these every now and then. Nope, nope, nope. I am staying well away from them now. Every time I see them on special and I think, should I? Quickly walk away. It's not good. There's way too much sugar going on. I love the Lost Lagoon in it too. It is really nice. And I'm actually looking forward to, these are the other colors that are in the designer series paper as well. So these ones are going to be really pretty, especially with the chocolate. It does have a lemon lolly in it too, but I'm not a big fan of lemon lolly, so I didn't pull it out. And I'm sure it probably looks different in the paper. It doesn't probably look as bright. Oops, you're a little bit not centered. So this is very different for me. I never put my sentiments down so far. So that's a little bit, oh, and I think I am crooked. Something is crooked. Either this square is crooked and then I've lined my sentiment up to go with the square, but something is crooked. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay, so we've got our last little bit, and that is our little adhesive backed swirl dots. And let's have a little look at these. So we've got, what's that, pecan pie, petal pink, and a vanilla-y colour. So nice. I think we'll go for, ooh, I don't know which one to go for. But I'm actually liking these ones here because they've got a little, I don't know whether you can see them, they've got little swirls of chocolate on them. So almost like the texture that you get in your coffee art as well. What do you guys reckon? I'm sort of almost thinking the pink ones just for something different. Maybe I'll do them. Maybe I'll do some pink ones. If they'd had Lost Lagoon ones, that one, they would have been cool. Well, let's just stick them on here. They've got a little bit of chocolate in them, so they match quite nicely. So there we have it. Should put some Wink of Stella on the coffee and make it like magical coffee or something. Love what you did with the reverse stamping on the cup. I saw yesterday. Was that me? I don't know that that was me. This is the first time I've played with this. So there we have it. Reverse stamping. Yeah, I don't know that that was me. Anyway, there we have. There's my coloured. So hopefully I've got a little bit of that rib action going on. Hopefully it looks like it's a rippled cup anyway and not just a stripy cup. Okay, so that is it for me. So I'm going to be playing with this set a whole lot more because it is going to be the projects for my March tutorial membership, which is called the Creative Card Makers Club. So you can still jump in to that in order to get next month's cards. You've got until the 28th of February, 29th of February to get into that if you want. So let me know if you are interested and I can give you the link for it. But other than that, I think that's it. So when's the 29th? Have we got one more? 28, 20, what's today? 22. I'm in Australia. Don't forget it's the 22nd for me. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I think is next Thursday the 29th. If that's the case, we've got 1 week left of Celebration. So if you are after anything from Celebration, whether you are after your freebie product, if you're after the glass mat, you want to join. And don't forget host rewards. There's extra host rewards too. So if you want to have a catalogue party or anything like that, then there's a week left to jump in and grab an extra $50 worth of host rewards. So that's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Janice, thank you. I was going to say, I don't think it was me who was doing the reverse stamping. I actually haven't done that technique for a long time. I don't even know if I've done that technique. So, and with a glass mat, you can do it so easily. So I should get onto it and have a go at it, right? So you just stamp on your glass mat. If it doesn't stick to your glass mat, it won't stick when you've got ink on there. It won't stick to your glass mat like that. And then you just lay your cardstock over the top and pick it up. So that's cool. Excellent. Okay, I am going to say goodbye. I'm not going to swing around to myself. I normally do, but I'm not going to. Don't forget, if you're not on my newsletter list and you want the instructions for this card, it will go out on Tuesday, next Tuesday. You can head on over to alisatilsner.com. You'll see the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe. You'll get free tutorials when you join as well, like instantly. So enjoy them as well. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye and we will see you next week. Oh, I'm not going to promise anything because last time I said, we'll come in again. But I do have the birthday kit that I want to show you as well. But I have to get all my taxes done and I have to make that a priority. So anyway, don't you just love being an adult? I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.